The Toucan operates as a biological thermal radiator. It is a masterpiece of heat exchange technology designed to use its massive beak, which makes up 1/3 of its entire chassis, to regulate its internal temperature with high-speed precision. Made of bone fibers and crushed protein, the interior is a high-strength, low-density lattice. This engineering solution allows the beak to be incredibly large and rigid without adding significant dead weight to the bird. This hardware functions as a sophisticated cooling fin. The beak is saturated with a dense network of blood vessels. By increasing blood flow to the beak surface, the Toucan can dump up to 100% of its metabolic heat into the air, a biological version of a car's radiator system. The chassis also features a specialized insulation valve. When the environment is cold, the Toucan can restrict blood flow to the beak to conserve energy. This allowed the machine to maintain a steady operating temperature of 39 degrees Celsius, regardless of whether it is in a humid jungle or a cool highland. Psychological facts show that humans are often misled by the aesthetic of the beak. While it looks like a heavy weapon, its primary purpose is thermal and reach-based. This reminds us that in nature's hardware, the most prominent features often serve a hidden, highly technical function. Humans must treat and care for the fruit-bearing towers, the tropical trees, that provide the fuel for these biological radiators. Deforestation acts like a power outage for the canopy. Stewardship of the rainforest is the only way to ensure these colorful engineers can keep cooling. The history of aerospace engineering has been influenced by the Toucan's beak. Designers have studied its sandwich structure, stiff on the outside, flexible on the inside, to create lighter and stronger aircraft parts. It proves that nature's hardware is the ultimate guide to weight saving. Nature facts reveal that the beak is also a long-reach manipulator. It allows the Toucan to pluck fruit from the tips of thin branches that would break under its full weight. It is a biological robotic arm that extends the bird's operational range without requiring it to move. Caring for the Toucan is a form of global sea dispersal maintenance. Because they eat large fruits and travel long distances, they act as the delivery drones of the forest. Protecting their flight paths ensures that the next generation of jungle hardware is planted across the map. The machine facts of their tongue show it is a feathered sensor. Long and narrow, it is fringed with tiny bristles that help the bird taste and manipulate food. This specialized input device ensures that the fuel is correctly identified before it enters the main processing unit. Engineering comparisons often liken the Toucan to a smart cooling system. Modern buildings are now being designed with active facades that mimic the Toucan's ability to change its surface temperature. They are the gold standard for adaptive, energy-efficient thermal shielding. Every flight is a lesson in multi-functional design. The beak is a radiator, a tool, a weapon, and a signal all at once. The Toucan proves that the best hardware is that which can perform multiple high-level tasks simultaneously. It is a reminder to maximize the utility of every asset. Every jungle morning is a laboratory of thermodynamics. By respecting the quiet work of these bright-billed pilots, we recognize the labor involved in heat rejection. It is a partnership between the air, the blood, and the bone lattice that turns a beak into a cooling tower. Let the Toucan remind you of the value of venting. Sometimes, to stay functional under pressure, you need to have a way to let off steam and cool down your internal systems. Mastery of life is about knowing how to manage your heat so you never reach the point of total burnout. Take care of the vibrant hardware of our tropics. As we look toward the sustainable cooling goals of 2026, the Toucan remains our most colorful consultant for thermal engineering. Respect the canopy and protect the beak so the master of the living radiator may continue to glide.